Welcome to Champion Minded, the podcast for those who aim for excellence, not only in the sports arena, but in life. My name is Allistair, author, speaker, mindset and performance coach, and my goal is to help you unleash your unlimited potential and provide you with the tools to achieve greatness. Are you ready to become champion minded? Then let's do this. Hey everybody, welcome to the Champion Minded podcast, or welcome back to it. I'm Allistair McCaw. In this episode of What It Takes, I have Kevin Krawietz. Kevin Krawietz is a professional doubles tennis player on the ATP Tour. He is the current champion of Roland Garros Doubles with Andreas Mies. He's been as high as number 7 in the world rankings. And why I wanted to get Kevin on the podcast was because of a story that's been hitting the headlines the past few weeks. It's worldwide. It's about the fact that he took up a job at his local supermarket. Now, here's a player that's earned over $500,000 last year on the ATP Tour. And he picked up or decided to start working at his local supermarket outside Munich, earning $12 or 12 euros per hour. So I really wanted to get him on the podcast to ask him why he decided to do this. Obviously, it's a very, very interesting story. Also, the lessons that he's learned from this experience. Also spoke a little bit about his training during this time, during the coronavirus time. But a really, really fascinating guy, easy to speak to. A little bit of facts about Kevin. His nickname is KK. He began playing tennis at the age of 5 with his father. He left Coburg for Munich in 2009 and trained at tennis base Oberhaching, if I get that pronunciation right, my apologies. Credits his parents for being the most important influences on his life. Lists grass as his favorite surface. Also, he won Junior Wimbledon in 2009. We actually get into that as well on the conversation. Lists Melbourne as his favorite city on tour. Idolized Roger Federer and Leighton Hewitt growing up. Also supports Bayern Munich, the soccer team, and the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously, Dirk Nowitzki played for the Mavericks as well. But this was a really cool, light-hearted conversation. Also a guy that's just very grateful, very mindful as well, especially with what this experience gave him. And I know you guys will enjoy this one. So without further ado, this is Kevin Krawietz. Kevin, welcome to the Champion Minded podcast.
Thank you.
Good to have you. Now, pretty much a year ago, you and your partner Andreas Mies were celebrating a Grand Slam title in Paris, pretty much almost to the week. Now, if anyone was to tell you that a year from that day, you'd be packing shelves at a supermarket near your hometown in Munich, you would have said they were crazy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're crazy. Yeah, but these times, change a lot this year, and so can we change in 1 second everything? Yeah.
Okay, so tell us how this came about. Obviously, last year you earned more than $500,000. Obviously, it's up on the ATP site, so it's no secret. Obviously, there's a lot of expenses involved for tennis players on the road with coaches and travel, et cetera. But, what made you want to do this, want to work in a supermarket, especially during this time, during, coronavirus time?
One friend is, we were chatting and he said, he's so bored and stuff like this. And why to try something else out? And then we were thinking 2-3 weeks over something. And then another friend, she's managing some supermarket stores in around Munich, and she said, she needs some people to work to help to. And I said to her, me and my friend can do it. We have time. We can do fitness like 2 hours per day, but the rest of the day we have time. So why not? And she said, are you serious? And we said, why not? Let's do it. Let's help and. Whatever, it's like 12 euros per hour, but it's not about the big money, of course. It's about the experience. It's about helping the community, and then she gave us the contract, and 3 days later we were waking up 5 o'clock in the morning, and 5:30 work is going on here.
Now that's obviously quite a change, because I know obviously from being on the tour that tennis players are late sleepers, or should I say they like to start their first practice at 10, 11. You know, my experience of working with players, I've been on the tour for maybe 20 years, and if you ever mentioned an 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock practice, they would just look at you as if to say, no, that's not happening.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so for you, getting up at, probably 4 o'clock in the morning, how was that experience?
Yeah, it's tough. We're getting up also early, but because of the maybe the flight is going or to the airport, but not to the practice. And my coach said, okay, let's practice a little bit earlier. And he said, yeah, 9 o'clock. And I said, oof, yeah, why not 10? So yeah, it changed a lot. So I'm very lazy also. All of the tennis players, I guess. I mean, not lazy, but long sleepers. So yeah, I woke up the first day. I say, well, what's going on here now? Yeah, I drink one coffee and going to work, driving 20 minutes to the work, and then you meet the people working there, the colleagues, obviously, and yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see them every morning. It was not every morning, but maybe every second, every third morning we meet each other and they, how did you sleep? Oh, today not so good. It was sometimes was quiet on the first coffee we drink together at the work. Sometimes was one guy was talking and yeah, today I'm very fit. I don't know what's happening. Sleep good, and yeah, it was nice to be there.
Now, here's the thing: is that nobody actually knew who you were, right? They didn't know that here's a Grand Slam champion. Here's a player that's been top 20 in the world, or closer to the top 10, working with him. So nobody knew this, right?
No, nobody knew this. I mean, I don't want this to go to the press directly and tell everybody. It was not my idea behind this thing. So yeah, I didn't tell anybody. So the boss of the store said, yeah, you're playing tennis, right? And I said, yeah, I'm playing tennis. And he said in the beginning was pretty funny because he has a little bit of clue about tennis. And he said, yeah, no Australian Open this year in Sydney, right? I say, yeah, yeah. Actually, it is in Melbourne, but we played already Australian Open. So, but yeah, now it's stopped. Everything, yeah, was funny. And then actually, he said, yeah, what do you think about Djokovic? I say, yeah. I mean, number one in the world. What can I say? Best player at the moment. And I played once against him in doubles, and then he was saying nothing anymore. So he's looking at me and he said, yeah, you're serious? You're playing against him? Yeah, once in Asia I played against him, and he turned around and say nothing. So I say, okay, I don't know, what are you thinking now? Yeah, it was funny at the beginning.
So he was probably just thinking you were like a recreational player or a club player that plays a bit, and he was probably thinking, well, hey, if you want to hit some ball sometime, Kevin, just let me know, you know?
Yeah.
So, or on the other hand, he probably thought, man, this guy is the biggest BSer I've ever come across. I mean, he's saying he's played Djokovic and he's on the tour and so on. But I'm sure he hit the Google pretty quickly after that.
Maybe, yeah.
But you see, this is the amazing thing, and this is why I just find this so champion-minded, because life is about purpose, right? And you just said, I've come across so many athletes who are bored. And I get it. There's only so much training you can do in a day. I mean, 2-3 hours. I mean, obviously you can't play tennis as well. So there's only so much fitness you can do. So what do you do with the rest of those hours? And, I'm in contact with a lot of athletes, not just in tennis, but in, basketball and golf and so on and so forth. And, some of them are saying they're bored. And, I've found one thing, Kevin, is that when you're bored, you're tired. You've got no energy.
Yeah. Absolutely,
yeah. Would you say like this having structure of getting up, going to work, planning your day, having practice, it's like gives you more energy in a way, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I was of course the first week, maybe the first 2 weeks, I'm hanging around doing fitness. The next day didn't do nothing. So if I do nothing the whole day, I'm so tired. I don't know. I've no energy at all. So yeah, I mean, of course, it's somehow it's good to relax, to enjoy maybe the life, do what you want. But I mean, in one point, yeah, I feel I have to do something. So chatting with friends, chatting what they are doing, what we can do, like to do something. And then the idea was coming up. Yeah.
I mean, this is incredible how this story's taken off. I mean, it's been on Sky News, it's been here on ESPN in America. Did you expect like this would happen?
Not at all. No, not at all. Was not on yeah, was not 100% on purpose. I mean, I remember the German newspaper Der Spiegel. It's okay big, and they wanted to do an interview with me about something else, about how it's going on with the tour and stuff like that. And then I say only two sentences about the job in the supermarket, and then he said, "Ah, wow, okay, interesting. Can I write this?" I say, "Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, let me see it first, and then." Yeah, why not? You can write it. I've nothing. Yeah, nothing can happen. So actually, and then was going on in I don't know in 1, 2, 3 days around the world. I get newspaper from Israel, from Japan, from
Wow.
all about the world. So was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've had so many friends and colleagues just sending me the article as well of have you seen this? Have you seen this? And obviously,
Yeah.
I had over and over. So I definitely just had to get you on the podcast to, to experience more of the story. But Kevin, what are some of the takeaways? What are some of the lessons or things that, you've learned from this experience?
Yeah, I think I learned the most of the job that I'm living my dream job actually. Not I don't want to say that the job is not that good, but I was, for example, I was standing as a security man from 3 o'clock to 8:30, so 5.5 hours as security man in front of the door, and giving the people the cards. So and putting some disinfection spray on the card. So some people said, "Yeah, but why I need the card?" I say, "Yeah, because then we know how many people are inside. So 40 people are allowed. So it's 40 cards. So then we know how many people are inside." "Yeah, but I need only eggs and I need only milk." And yeah, was funny, and was some people are just going straight in and no reaction and getting pissed, and but I would say yeah, was 20% maybe. But then at one point I say, okay, just keep friendly, it's coming back, the kindness. So
Patience.
and then I remember also, I mean, if we are complaining about on the tour, if we are complaining about the balls, about the courts, about the weather conditions, and yeah, I would say, yeah, it's not necessary to complain about these things this time, because I've a lot of time to think about something else. So yeah, it was a good experience, and I was also speaking with a colleague. She's working 17 years in the same supermarket, and yeah, I have a lot of respect for the people because I think also that's how many jobs are left in these how you say it, in these kind of times. In the corona times are not so many jobs left. They are very important. So I think that's a very important job. We see it now. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, the heroes right now are like you said, are the people working in the grocery stores,
Yeah.
the people that are putting themselves
Doctors.
out there. And
Yeah.
obviously, there in Germany, you still have regulations with face masks and
Yeah.
distancing and stuff. Is that still happening there right now?
Yeah, still happening. Yeah. We have to put all the masks now on if you're going to a supermarket. Yeah.
So, it just makes us realize as well, because I grew up, Kevin, and I did a lot of jobs as a teenager and worked in, I also worked in supermarkets. I waitered in restaurants. I worked in electrical shops. I was a mascot for a soft drink company.
Okay.
So, it's hard work. It's graft. I mean, obviously, we live in another world of this sports world. There's a lot of privileges and so on and so forth. But, it just makes us realize how tough it is for the majority of the world. I mean, when you're making, be it $12 or $15 an hour, and the work that has to go into that, it just really gives you another perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking about when I go now to the supermarket and want to buy something, and one guy is standing in front of the door, I will look definitely different to that person as maybe before. I don't know. I hope not, but I hope I didn't complain about why I have to to take a card. But yeah, about these jobs, 100% I look different than before, or I recognize more the people are doing these kind of jobs. The jobs has to do somebody, so it's important, as you said.
I think my best experiences were working those different jobs, because also waitering in a restaurant, I don't think many people, and I don't know if you are looking at something else, but or another experience, Kevin. But working in a restaurant or waitering tables is also very, very tough. I did that for 2 years, and it's testing your people skills. It's testing your, you have to be nice, you have to be kind, because you're working for tips. If you're not, if you come in with a bad mood, you don't get rewarded. You don't get tips. It's about attitude at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's to working in a restaurant, waitress, right?
Mm-hmm. Waitering or waitressing, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think it's even more, how you say, you have to connect with the people. You have to be friendly more than maybe, I don't know, in the supermarket, behind the supermarket you're working also. Then you can go with the face down and be sad, or just working on it. But in the restaurant, you have to smile, be kind, and if the guy or if the guys are complaining about the food, about the drinks, and 10 times, you have to be kind 10 times. So it's interesting, because you look different, and the jobs are so important.
Yeah. No, excellent. Now let's have a look at obviously the other side of your life, the professional athlete side. So how are you able to structure your days? Were you working like 8-hour shifts, and then you were training 2-3 hours fitness, or how are you working that out?
I was so that's, you call it a mini job. So we had like 40 hours per month. So it was 10 hours, almost 10 hours, maybe a little bit more per week. So it was very spontaneous, actually. So we have to do a lot of the early shift, because nobody wants to do it. And he was asking us, you want to come at 5? And of course, you're not complaining about no, I don't want to go at 5. Of course, you do what the bosses say is telling you. So normally it was. Well, I was standing up at 4:30, working at 5:30 to let's say 10 o'clock, and then go to practice at 11. So it was I would say 3 times per week, like this.
No, perfect. And now, training wise, are you allowed to start hitting balls there again? Are you allowed to start practicing tennis?
Yeah, we are allowed to hitting some balls, but we don't. We cannot go to the locker room, to the shower and stuff like this. We're just coming to the practice and leaving again. So, but we can hit, of course. Yeah, it's nice to hit some balls, of course, but it's also not so easy to with the mindset. When is the next tournament? When the tour started again? So I'm not practicing 4 hours, 5 hours per day. So I'm practicing, like, I would say around 4 times per week, one session, and doing some fitness, and try to be happy on court.
Would you say that's been the most challenging thing for you? You spoke about mindset there, that you don't know when you're going to be starting again. Has that been the most frustrating thing?
For me, of course, yes. I would say so. So because I'm always the tournament player, the traveling, love to travel like 35 weeks per year. The last 10 years. So I want to go outside. I want to compete with the other guys. I want to challenge some game, something. So from the mindset, it's not so easy, I think, for everybody maybe. And I hope it's getting better, that we can, I don't know, practicing or doing some playing some soccer, playing some basketball, doing some other sports together. That's for the mindset, for the fitness, also very, very good. So we are a long time on the practice court again, not again, this year, I think. So yeah, it's not so easy. It's a new situation. I never was injured. So good for that. How you say it?
Yeah. Fortunate. Touch wood, they say in English.
Yeah, touch wood. Yeah,
let's keep that luck. Let's not jinx it.
I was the first time in this situation now. So just doing the best.
Yeah. Now, what are two things you miss from the tour?
Two things that I miss: the friends on tour. When we go out for dinner, playing some cards, hanging around, having fun outside the court, and of course the competing, the match, of course, because I'm as I said, I'm a match player. I want to play match. I want to play points. I don't want to hit so long the balls in the practice. I would say after 5 minutes, okay, let's play something. let's play for what? Let's play for 10 push-ups or whatever. So the competition I miss a lot. Yeah.
Excellent. Two things you don't miss.
Of course, it's nice to be home. It's the other side. To how you say it? My neighborhood, or some people from my neighborhood, to talk to them. To I don't know, going for a run with one neighbor. I was yesterday for a run. So we can meet actually one other person, to drink one beer with him, or doing something. Then you get used to the neighborhood, to the shops, to the of course the restaurants are closed still, but these kind of things. I don't know. It sounds maybe a little bit boring.
No, absolutely. I'm the same as you. I mean, last year I was on the road also for 35, 40 weeks with what I do with consulting and so on. And this is honestly the most I've ever been home, probably since I was 18. And that, let me tell you, that is a long, long time ago. Because my life has been about travel as well. But definitely, Kevin, one of the things I don't miss is standing in the lines at airports, at customs.
Unbelievable.
I don't miss that. I do love the traveling. I don't mind being on an airplane, because I read, you watch some movies, you can do things that maybe you'd be distracted otherwise, but that's the only thing. Now, doubles. Now, I really, on this podcast, I love to get into team culture and leadership and so on. What makes, and especially here, in America, they love their doubles, especially out in Indian Wells and so on. They in fact fill the courts very early in Indian Wells. But
nice to hear, man.
Yeah, super. In your opinion, what makes a great doubles team?
I think for us is very important that we are also outside the court, that we are know each other. We know each other very well. So outside the court, that we can go for dinner or go for lunch also together and chat with each other. So some doubles, just practicing, playing match, and then they don't see each other. So for us, was very important to connect somehow, especially at the beginning. Like how is the mindset from your partner? What he's thinking in the close moments, like when it's 30 all or when it's 5 all in the tiebreaker, or like how we are talking a lot of these things, how you feel like to be, um, um, yeah. I mean, in singles, you never talk about this, but in doubles, for us, was very important. Yeah, what do you think in these kind of moments, and how can I help you to go out if you're like super tight or unrelaxed, so
Nervous.
nervous, yeah. So,
Yeah.
and then we just remind us in these kind of moments to each other. And helping each other, and I think always the smile on the court for us was very important. Like
Energy.
to energy, to be kind of loose, but yeah. But we said we know how to play doubles in a way we can improve a lot. We can improve a lot by the serve, by the return, by the, I don't know, some shots, but we can beat also before French Open. We can beat a lot of guys if you're playing our game, because I have strength. Andy has a lot of strength. So um, um, I think the team spirit, especially in a team sport or in a doubles, it's very important, of course.
So the words I can pick up there are definitely just you're just feeling what the other what your partner is
Yeah.
feeling in that moment. If they're tight, do you sometimes how do you loosen up your partner if you know they're very tight, they're very nervous? Do you make some jokes, or do you how do you get them out of that type of mindset?
Yeah, actually, yes. I mean, he said, "Okay, I have to breathe slowly if I'm getting tired. That's helped me." That was Andy said. When then I said in the moments, "Okay, Andy, breathe, breathe, breathe. It's okay, it's okay." And he said also the same. If I'm getting tired, he said, "Yeah, just let it go. Just lose it up, lose it." So, for example, in French Open final, we had, I don't know which situation was it. I think in the tiebreaker, before the tiebreaker, in the second set. So I don't know. We said it again. We were smiling, and he said to me, um, "Do we gonna get the tiebreaker, or what do you think?" So in a like in a funny way, and then I say, "Yeah, let's try it. Why not?" Like to lose it up a little bit, like to think also, not, "Oh, I have to make this point now. I have to." That completely different way, I would say.
How long have you guys been playing together?
We start 2017 in Germany, first tournament in Challenger. We won this directly, the Challenger.
Okay, good
So
start.
good start. We thought also, and then Andy has a knee injury, was a couple of months out. So we started again 2018, April 2018. We started again. So I was playing singles, full schedule. So I asked him to go with my schedule, and he said, "Yeah, why not?" So I can play singles and doubles as well. So we stay with the same partner. He wants to stay with the same partner. Me too. And then like this we start. Yeah.
Now you had a pretty decent junior career, didn't you? I mean, you reached the Wimbledon final.
Yeah, yeah. I won 2009. I think was the Wimbledon final. Yeah, was funny because yesterday I got something from Tennis Channel. I think an email that Andy Roddick was talking about the supermarket story, and I was thinking about, funny because 2009 I won Wimbledon, and Andy Murray was playing against Roger Federer in the final at the same time. So it was pretty
Wow.
funny. Yeah, Junior was a great time. Actually, it was top 10. I was all my points. They counted together. I think in juniors, like singles and doubles.
That's
That
right. That's right.
yeah.
Tell me, was the transition difficult from juniors to obviously the pro tour?
Yeah, for me, sure, it was not so easy because you get the good junior tournaments, their organization is so good. You can go on the Grand Slam tournament. You have very good organization, and then if you're like 19, you go to the future, and on future it's not the same level, so it's not so easy. They are on future playing maybe also older guys, and they are some of these guys are a little bit lazy, and you have to concentrate, focus, train hard. So was not so easy, the transition. But I have to you have to handle it. Like I think in 2 or 3 years that you're going through the futures, because the organization is not that good in futures, so was different actually. And then on challenges was good, but my level was I can beat very good guys, and then I was losing against not so lower ranked guys. So it was a lot of ups and downs in my singles career.
Excellent. Now, obviously, I want to be respectful of your time. I know you've been a busy guy, especially with having interviews and everything else.
Nice.
But quickfire questions. All I need is just one word or a sentence.
Okay.
So it's very simple.
Okay.
So favorite food?
Spare ribs.
Spare ribs. Now that's a first I've had on here. Favorite movie?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, excellent. Favorite actor?
Then Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's a great movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Favorite actress?
Julia Roberts.
Okay. Favorite music? Or group, band, singer?
Group, band, singer.
Anyone?
Bushido.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Favorite city that you've visited?
Cape Town.
Okay. All right. Close to home for me. I used to live in Johannesburg, so
really,
grew up in Johannesburg.
Cool.
Yeah, did you, obviously Roger and Rafa were down there just before the coronavirus, so that was good timing. 50,000 people at the stadium.
No way.
Yeah, incredible. The most. They were aiming to beat. I don't know if you remember, in December they had the South
Mexico.
American tour.
Yeah, South America.
Yeah, so they beat that down in Cape Town. Excellent. Favorite sports team?
Bayern Munich.
Okay. Is Coutinho still at Munich, at Bayern Munich?
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay. I'm a long-time Liverpool fan, so obviously.
Really?
Yeah, obviously.
Liverpool I would say Liverpool is so good because of Klopp. I like Klopp very much, and the team. Yeah. In FIFA, I play always with Liverpool. Really?
Yeah, there is rumor that Coutinho might go back to Liverpool, but
really?
Their squad is just so strong. It's.
Yeah, sure.
It's been nice. Believe me, I've been a fan since I was 5 years old, so I've gone through a lot of struggle.
You watched sure. You watched the matches live?
I do, yes. Actually, I was. I've only been to Anfield once, and I've been to Old Trafford to watch Liverpool. But I was last September at the Manchester City Liverpool game. Unbelievable!
Really?
Unbelievable!
Oh, unbelievable!
It was
great experience. I never been to an England stadium actually.
Yeah, if you get the chance, especially one of the bigger clubs like Liverpool or Manchester or Chelsea, then go for it. It really
maybe Jürgen Klopp is listening to us, huh?
Yes. Oh man,
Jürgen,
I'd love to get Jürgen on. Well, obviously my German team has to be Dortmund because of Jürgen.
Yeah, so. Because of Jürgen.
Yeah, no, he's amazing. He's amazing, and hopefully he stays a little bit longer. But anyway, where are we? Tea, coffee, or protein shake?
Coffee.
Coffee, yeah. I'm a big coffee guy myself. Favorite athlete? Let's go male and female. It can be past or present.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Okay.
And what? Female also?
Yeah, female athlete, past or present.
Female athlete. we have to cut it a little bit, so I'm not so thinking of it. I don't know, what's female athlete.
Yeah.
I don't have one actually.
No, haven't thought about it. Okay, that's fair enough. Last one, Schumacher or Vettel?
Schumacher.
Yeah, big. I'm a big Schumacher fan.
Yeah.
Big Formula One fan. Excellent.
Yeah.
Final question, and this has been a great interview. Thanks so much again for taking the time. What does it take to be champion-minded?
It's a tough to say it in a short word.
Oh no. That can be. That's not the quickfire questions. That can be whatever you want to say.
I would say believe in yourself.
I like it.
I would say believe. Doesn't matter if anybody is laughing about you. I would say believe and train hard, and then you have always the chance.
Excellent. Perfect answer. Kevin, if anybody wants to follow you on social media, what are the best platforms?
Instagram, I'd say.
Instagram, and what is that address?
My name, Kevin Krawietz.
Okay, simple enough, just like that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Kevin, it's been a pleasure. I look forward to seeing you once things get back to normal, back on the tour. I wish you all the best with training. Stay safe, and thanks so much again.
Thanks, it was fun.
Well, there you have it, guys. Thanks so much for Kevin coming on to the podcast. A really, really cool story, and also just a super, super guy as well. So check him out. Follow him on the ATP Tour with his partner, Andreas Mies. Obviously, once the tour gets up and started again after this coronavirus period. Hope you guys are keeping safe. Hope you guys are keeping positive. Thank you again for tuning in to the Champion Minded podcast. Remember that it's available on iTunes and on YouTube. Connect with me on social media, on Twitter @AllistairMcCall, on Facebook, Allistair McCall page, and on Instagram, Be Champion Minded. All books are available on Amazon. So, until next time, remember you were made for greatness. Now go do the work. Stay champion minded.